Welcome to my channel, Miracle Spreadsheet, video tutorial, tips and tricks about Microsoft Excel formulas and techniques. Hit like, share and subscribe for more. Welcome to Miracle Learnings. Today, we're diving deep into 4 powerful Excel lookup formulas: VLOOKUP, LOOKUP, XLOOKUP, and INDEX+MATCH. Whether you're just starting out or you're an Excel pro, this video will help you understand how each formula works, when to use them, and their pros and cons. Let's get started. Our VLOOKUP direction was only vertically and if cannot look to the other column or row, and the error handling was manually and the speed is slow, but it can use to all version of Microsoft Excel. While HLOOKUP is for horizontal use only, it's same as VLOOKUP. While XLOOKUP the direction is any column or row, it can look up other sides of the column or row, either left or right. In error handling, XLOOKUP has a built-in, and the speed is fast rather than the VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. But it all went only on the Excel 365 Plus version. XLOOKUP is same on INDEX+MATCH, while INDEX+MATCH went to all version of Microsoft Excel, but the error handling is manual, but we can use a formula of if error. We will use this table for our lookup function or formula. Our criteria is to the formula of VLOOKUP and to find Bob's salary. Our formula is equals VLOOKUP text Bob, and table array, the column index, then false for exact match. We see that Bob's salary was $61,000. Using the formula of VLOOKUP, equal VLOOKUP, then the lookup value was Bob, text Bob enclosure for quotation, and then we are using the table array. For the column index number, we will count the number of column from the name, age, department, city, and salary. For the 5th column, we will use the 5 number. Lastly, we will use false for the exact match for our VLOOKUP formula. For now, we can look up the value of Bob's salary. If you change the value of our column index number, example we use the column city, as count as 4th on the column, so it will return to the city of Cebu. We can also change the lookup value into a cell reference so that we can have dynamic functions of VLOOKUP formula. We use the cell reference B10. After that, we can have dynamic function of VLOOKUP. We can lock the cell reference using the keyboard key, the F4 key for locking the cell reference, locked for B10 for, and the table array. Now that we can have dynamic functions of VLOOKUP, we change the value of B10. Example Alice, the lookup value will return to Alice's salary. And if you need to change the return value, example for the 7th column, ID column, it will return the lookup for their specific ID number. It changed to EMP002 as Bob's ID number. And if we change the reference B10 to Alice, it will return to EMP001. For our next lookup value topic, it is HLOOKUP. It is same as VLOOKUP, but the HLOOKUP is for horizontal values. Our criteria also was to find Bob's salary. Our formula to be used for HLOOKUP was equals HLOOKUP, then the text salary, the table array, row index number, and also the false, the counting of row from the top header, salary, until the cell value, it count as the third row of the table. So the false for exact match. We can also change the text salary for a cell reference. The cell reference we will use was C10. If we change the value of hire date, it will return to the date of the hire. But be careful to the format of the cell. We are using the accounting format for salary, but we are changing our cell reference as a date, so you need to change the cell format. Changing the cell format to date, it returned to the date hired. So the value for our lookup value was the hire date for Bob. It returned to July 22, 2018. And if you change again our cell reference for their email, it will return the value for Bob's email. Anyway, we will discuss another lookup value. We will return the cell reference as salary. And again, be aware of using the cell format for our cell value, so that it display onto specific lookup value. Our next topic was XLOOKUP. It much better understanding and better to use for lookup value. Our formula to use, XLOOKUP formula, it equal to XLOOKUP, the text Bob, table reference array, and the table return value. Let's take a look. The formula, equal sign XLOOKUP, the text Bob, enclosure of quotation, table array from the name column, so if finds the name Bob, then the table array for our return value, which Bob's salary. It is better to use than VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. Again, it much better if we will use dynamic functions. We can change also the text Bob into cell reference B10. Example Alice. Another lookup formula was index plus match. For index plus match, we will use the formula of equal index, then return value, match, text Bob. Then that's it, the index match formula. Thank you for watching. I hope you learn. Please like and share this video for more. Thank you.